Welcome to this video tutorial. Today we are going to look at creating an event and inviting students to that event. So I'm logged into the test school, but if I go over and click on events and notices, you will see that I can view events that have already been created, or I can create a new event or a notice. So today we're going to create an event. So let's imagine that the Devonport Naval Base are having an open day, and we would like to invite students who've shown interest in the Defence Force to that event. So I'm going to call it the Devonport Naval Base Open Day. In the description you will add all the information that you would like students to see about the event, but for the purposes of today I'm just going to write test. The teacher in charge, again we are in the test school, but normally here you would see all of your staff appear when you start typing a name, and you can pick the staff member who is responsible for this event. So let's imagine that the event might be Friday the 30th of March, it's only one day, and it might start at 9 AM and finish at 2 PM. So I will apply that. The location is in Auckland, and then as you scroll down you'll see that you can create it as a public event or a private event. If you make it a public event, then any student can see it when they log into their events tab, or you can make it so that just one or two year levels of student can see it, and they can respond to that invite by either accepting or declining. However, more commonly, and what we're going to do today, is to create a private event and then invite just a group of students to it. So I've clicked private event and I'm going to save that event. And once we've saved it, you'll see this second half of the page appear where we can now add a group to the event or a single person to the event. So I'm going to add a group to the event. And these are groups that I have previously created in my groups section. There is another tutorial video about how to create groups if you need more information about that. But if I click on all the groups that I've created, you will see that I've already created a group of students who in their profile have said that they were interested in the Defence Force. So we will select that group. And you'll see now that I've been taken to the Invite Manager screen. So this is the invitation that students are going to receive. The name of the event is there, and that's actually a drop-down list. So if I had more than one event, I'd have to make sure that I was choosing the correct event to invite them to. The students will be recorded as invited. We'll see the student's name. And then there's a standard message. We have a careers event coming up we thought you might be interested in. I'm just going to edit that a little bit so that the students see that it's actually a Defence Force careers event, which just might get their interest a little bit more when they receive that email. You can also send a text, and you will see here that of course we've got students in the test school. These are not real students, and so they don't have cell phones on record, but again for the purposes of this tutorial we are going to just send them an invite to those test school emails. So I'll click send the invite. So once the students' email and text have been sent, their names will appear here, and they will be recorded as invited. Once the students receive the email, they can click straight from there to accept or decline your invite, and they can also see any information that you wrote in the event description, so that they know about what they've been invited to. Once the students start accepting or declining your invite, the response here will change to attending or declined, or remain as invited if they haven't responded. And so once you start getting responses in, you can create a group of all of those students who would like to attend, and then just message that group from then on in. You can also have the option to record whether or not that student has returned a consent form, yes or no. So that's creating events. If I go over to my events section now and I view events, you will see that my event is there, the Devonport Naval Base Open Day, And if I click on it, I can check in to see which students have started responding, and I will see their responses here. So just a little way to run your events and keep track of student responses, and also be able to message groups of students who've said that they're interested in attending.